Now we have a real treat for you all. One of the very best in the field of songwriting, a man by the name of Rob Crosby. Rob has scored hits as both a writer and an artist, and just some of the hits are Concrete Angel by Martina McBride, She's More by Andy Griggs, and Holdin' a Good Hand by Lee Greenwood. Rob is one of those gifted musicians that has the energy of music around him at all times. And when he picks up his guitar and plays and sings, you just can't help but stop what you're doing and take it all in. Here at musicartistforyou.com, it's our great honor to bring you Rob Crosby.
They say love is a gamble, you can win or lose. Well, life dealt me a queen the day I found you. Now the cards are in my favor and I'm gonna play them right. You're the one I waited for and I'm gonna hold on tight. And I'm holding a good hand, I bet my life on you, I'm not gonna let go. Now that I found a heart that's true, I just want a full house, a little piece of land, and I walk through life holding a good hand, yeah. Now when we wrote this song back in 1989, me and Johnny Few, we felt like we had a little hit song, you know. But I remember thinking, it sounds like a hit, but you know, it's probably too cute for me. I wouldn't do it myself, you know, but Lee Greenwood liked it. He put it out, thanks to Jerry Crutchfield producing it. Started going up the charts. The higher up the charts it went, the more I liked it. Finally went to #1 and I've been singing it ever since. I played the game and I paid the price, and I don't mind saying I've lost once or twice, but there ain't no doubt that my luck came through when you came along and I reached out for you, yeah. And now I'm holding a good hand, I bet my life on you, I'm not gonna let go, darling. Now that I found a heart that's true, I just want a full house, a little piece of land, and I walk through life holding a good hand. Yeah, I'm gonna walk through life holding a good hand, all right. Anyway, it was quite a few years went by before I got back on the charts with a kid named Andy Griggs. First time I ever wrote with Liz Hingber. She came in with this title. She said, I got an idea. It's like she's not exactly what I was looking for. She's more. And I went, wow. And I picked up my guitar and just took a couple of words out and went, she's not at all what I was looking for. She's more. And Liz said, yeah, that'll work. We wrote it in a couple of hours, actually. Sometimes the best ones seem to come easy, you know. And David Malloy heard it, played it for Andy, he cut it, and we had us another hit song. Wow. I like blue eyes, hers are green, not like the woman of my dreams. And her hair's not quite as long as I had planned. 5'3" isn't tall. She's not the girl I pictured it all in those paint-by-number fantasies I had. So it took me by complete surprise when my heart got lost in those deep green eyes. She's not at all what I was looking for. She's more, yeah. I'm still learning that little lick after all these years. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, come on, Rob. No, it wasn't at first sight, but the moment I looked twice, I saw the woman I was born to love. fills my soul. And when I hold her, I don't wanna let go. Oh, when it comes to her, I just can't get enough. And it took me by complete surprise when my heart got lost in those deep green eyes. She's not at all what I was looking for. No, she's more than I dreamed of, more than any man deserves. I couldn't ask for more than a love like hers. Oh, and it took me by complete surprise when my heart got lost in those deep green eyes. She's not at all what I was looking for. She's more, yeah. Thank you, Andy Griggs, for singing that. One of my favorite songs is a slightly newer one. Trace Atkins recorded it. Wrote it with Doug Johnson, and it was a cold winter morning, and I had been reading my Civil War history, which is one of the few things I know anything about. And Battle of Nashville, sorry. Army of Tennessee was fought in sub-freezing weather, to get my facts straight. And it's toward the end of the Confederacy in the West. And we wrote this song for all the soldiers through time, and Doug Johnson and I, and Trace recorded it with the West Point Choir, and it's really a great record. Proud of it. I was there in the winter of '64, camped in the ice at Nashville's door. 300 miles our trail had led. We barely had time to bury our dead. When the Yankees charged and the colors fell, Overton Hill was a living hell. When McCall retreated, it was almost dark. I died with a grape shot in my heart. Say a prayer for peace, for every fallen son. Set my spirit free. Let me lay down my gun. Sweet Mother Mary, I'm so tired, but I can't come home till the last shot's fired. In June of 1944, I waded in the blood of Omaha's shore. 21 and scared to death, my heart pounding in my chest. I'd almost made the old sea wall when my friends turned to see me fall. I still smell the smoke, still taste the mud, as I lay there dying from a loss of blood. Say a prayer for peace, for every fallen son. Set my spirit free, and let me lay down my gun. Sweet Mother Mary, I'm so tired, but I can't come home till the last shot's fired. Well, I'm in the fields of Vietnam, did not die in vain. Say a prayer for peace, for our daughters and our sons. Set their spirits free. Let them lay down their guns. Sweet Mother Mary, they're so tired, but they can't come home till the last shot's fired. Till the last shot's fired. That's till the last shot's fired. And got one more tune this morning. It's a song I wrote with Stephanie Bentley. Once again, she came in with this title, and she didn't know what the song was going to be about. She just knew that she'd seen a concrete angel. And we talked for a little while about whether it was a streetwalker or a runaway teenager, and hit on the child that needed help. And after the song bounced around a little bit, Martina was going to cut it, and then she didn't cut it, and then somebody else cut it, and they lost their record deal. And then Martina came back around for her greatest hits record, and she wanted to sing it, and she did a great job. She walks to school with the lunch she packed. Nobody knows what she's holding back. Wearing the same dress she wore yesterday. She hides the bruises with linen and lace, yeah. Her teacher wonders, but she doesn't ask. It's hard to see the pain behind that mask, bearing the burden of a secret storm. Sometimes she wishes she was never born. Through the wind and the rain, she stands hard as a stone. In a world she can't rise above, but her dreams give her wings, and she flies to a place where she's loved. Concrete angel. Somebody cries in the middle of the night. The neighbors hear, but they turn out their light. A fragile soul caught in the hands of fate. When morning comes, it might be too late. Through the wind and the rain, she stands hard as a stone. In a world she can't rise above, but her dreams give her wings, and she flies to a place where she's loved. Concrete angel. Ooh. A statue stands in a shaded place. An angel girl with an upturned face. A name is carved in a polished rock. One broken heart the world forgot. And through the wind and the rain, she stands hard as a stone. In a world she rises
We'll be back with more from Rob Crosby right after these messages.
Just quit now. Shake it off here, please. Belt tight. Enough of that garbage. You do your job, I'll do mine, okay? Joey, how you feeling, bud?
I'd like to teach the world to sing perfect harmony.
I'd like to buy the world a Coke.
And in this company, I'd like to teach the world to sing. Hey music lovers of all ages, are you tired of the same old cookie cutter music that comes out of the same mold where every song sounds the same? Now's your chance to experience great music from established artists and up-and-coming acts that until now no one was ever going to hear of, thanks to MusicArtistForYou.com. MusicArtistForYou.com is a totally new media and a new way to experience music, including our very own online radio stations and TV shows with artists and songwriters from all genres of music. So log on to www.musicartistforyou.com to experience music like you've never experienced it before.
For Nexen, tires for the next generation. Log on to NexenTireUSA.com for a retailer near you.
As a musician, you understand that your gear needs the very best protection available. You depend on that gear to be in top working condition when you perform. So why not protect it with the very best custom road cases available? Road Hog cases are made from the best ABS laminate, casters, and hardware on the market. They custom build each case to your specs for a perfect fit. Don't trust some assembly line case to protect your gear. If you want to know your gear is safe, there's only one answer: Road Hog cases. Built by musicians for musicians.
Fireside Recording Studios is located in Nashville, Tennessee on the world-renowned Music Row. Formerly owned by country music legend Porter Wagner, Fireside Studios is steeped in country music history. Combining great studio architecture and the best in recording equipment, Fireside is without a doubt one of the premier recording facilities in Nashville. So if you're ready to record an album that will burn up the charts, then make sure you record it at Fireside Recording Studios.
I am sitting here with the amazing Rob Crosby, not Bob Cosby. And how you doing?
Great.
What's going on, man?
Writing songs every day.
Yeah.
Trying to write a good one when I can.
Oh, I'm sure that's not too hard.
And performing as much as possible.
Yeah.
Often with a group of songwriters, kind of like the Bluebird. We go out and do corporate shows and community concerts, and so I don't have to play the restaurants and bars like I did when I was young. But
yeah,
nice gigs.
What's the name of? Do you guys have a name? What?
Well, my show, I don't know. We call it Nashville Unplugged or Nashville Songwriters Show, but whatever. It's just different ones of us. My friends, somebody will call me and say, I got a show for us in Georgia. I got a show for us in St. Louis. We went down to Fairhope, Alabama last weekend, played for Southern Living. And, buddies, friends just call each other and say we can put a show together for so-and-so.
Yeah, let's go do it. That's great. So you guys are getting out there and...
As much as possible, when there's a good gig.
Yeah.
Have guitarable travel.
Yeah. Well, let's rewind a little bit. I want to know where are you from and how did you get to Nashville? And
I grew up in South Carolina, and which I'm still proud of for all our crooked politicians and scandals and nuclear dumps. But it's a beautiful place.
Yeah,
and
it is.
At heart, great people. And anyway, born and raised there, played music, dropped out of college, couldn't stand studying and wasn't much good at it, and got to be pretty successful in Columbia and Charleston and Augusta, Georgia, and that little, had a little circuit. And then as the band grew, we expanded to colleges up and down the East Coast, and had a real good thing going on. I had some businessmen in Atlanta, Georgia, who met me and believed in me, and eventually I realized, we could stay and play the clubs for a long time, but we'd kind of gotten as far as you could go in that market, and that's in that level of the business. And so these guys from Atlanta said, "Look, we'd be your publishers, and what would it cost? What would you need to move to Nashville?" And for some strange reason, I came up with $620 a month. I mean, I don't know what I added up to get that.
I thought you were going to say $620,000, and I was like, yes.
No, I said $620 a month, and I could make things work.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Had my wife Pam and a little baby Matthew, and they said, "Okay, we'll swing that." So they became my publishers, and got me to Nashville, and then I met Buzz Arledge, who happened to be from my hometown, and he had a small company, and they combined their deal with Buzz since he was here on the ground and could pitch my songs and helped me learn a lot about pitching and writing. And the years go by, and another publisher came along as you move through different levels. And a record deal, thanks to Tim Dubois and Scott Hendricks. I was signed to Arista Records in 1990, ancient history. And we had some top tens and some hit videos, and I was touring with Travis Tritt and Reba McEntire and Brooks and Dunn and having a blast.
Wow.
But we just didn't sell that many records.
Yeah.
And I'll say I was ahead of my time.
Well, I'm sure you probably were.
But they were buying Alan Jackson and Brooks and Dunn, but they didn't buy much of me. So it kind of went its course.
Yeah.
And although I had lunch with Tim Dubois yesterday, so he loves me and I love him. And
but that's great that you even got to do that. So many of us are here, and that's the dream. And just to do it. And,
I realized that.
Yeah.
It took me years. It was like my, and I actually got a second record deal with a small company called River North. And we had a top 40 or two, but we just couldn't get it, rolling again. And at some point I said, you know what, you better get back to your writing, boy.
Yeah.
And God blessed us with She's More and Concrete Angel and the Trace Adkins cuts and other cuts. And
well, tell us a little bit more about. I mean, I know your catalog is just. It's pretty good, right? So, you started to tell us a few of them, but keep going. Let's hear the which ones are you most proud of and have had most success out there?
Well, I think the ones I performed this morning are probably in my top drawer as far as pride. She's a Natural was a little song that I had a hit of my own on. It was a top 10 record for Arista.
Wow.
And Love Will Bring Her Around was top 10, and Burning for You went to 11, and then there was a series of top 40 singles that, over the years, I mean, Carl Perkins allowed me to come to Jackson with our friend Dottie Moore and write songs with him for a couple of years. Carl Perkins, for you youngsters, wrote Blue Suede Shoes.
Oh, okay.
He was legendary, and passed away a few years ago, but I got to write some songs with Carl, one of which he recorded as a duet with Paul Simon on his last CD. Called A Mile Out of Memphis. It's a great little song, and I play it every show I do. It's a real crowd pleaser, and that's certainly for me a career milestone to write with Carl and to have him record something we wrote.
That's amazing.
And I mean the Wilkinsons and Brooks and Dunn and like I say, Martina and Lee Greenwood and Andy Griggs and Ty Herndon and
just everybody.
Haven't had a Reba cut. Haven't had a Garth Brooks cut.
But you're working on those.
Sure. But yeah, it's about turning out good enough work and enough productivity for publishers to stay behind you.
Yeah.
And keep you in the game.
Yeah.
And I certainly have not reached that point where I can put my feet up and retire.
Yeah.
I still want to get back on the charts.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I'm sure.
Well, don't say sure, but say hope.
Well,
we hope. We believe.
Yeah. So, back to more current, what you're doing right now. So you're performing a lot, and where can people go to find out exactly where you're going to be and more about what you're doing now?
The easiest one to remember is just robcrosby.com.
Okay.
And that website will link you to the Songwriter Show. Website.
Good.
For you potential buyers out there.
Yes. And who are some of the other songwriters that are involved in your...
My favorite friends are Alan Shamlin, Angela Cassett, who wrote Something in Red, James Dean Hicks, Billy Montana, Doug Johnson is a great performer, as well as being a record executive and a producer. Mark Beeson is one of our buddies. Gosh, put me on the spot, and I'll leave somebody out. Richard Lee is a Hall of Fame songwriter. Wrote "Don't It Make Your Brown Eyes Blue."
Wow.
We've done some shows recently. Richard and James and me.
And hold on. James and
yeah.
You're
in
right.
That context. So, Mama was a teacher, so they tried to teach me a little bit.
She did good. She did good. Well, congratulations with just everything that you've done and your accomplishments. And how long have you been in Nashville? How many
I hate
years?
to admit it, 25 years.
Wow.
Longer than you've been on the planet.
No.
Yeah.
Well, no. I love you for saying that, but I've been alive a little bit longer. But it's just, it's an honor to sit here and chat with you, and just good luck with everything that's coming up, and
thanks.
I'm sure we'll be seeing even more of you.
I even kept my hands still
in the future. Yeah, well,
because usually I'm doing this
more than me. I'm like this.
Yeah, even after the media training when I had my record deal, I'm terrible at interviews.
It's good. No, it's good. You've done very good. You've done very good. You're very natural in front of the camera. Who knows what to do.
You look great. You got it down. You're poised.
You just, Well, it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Megan.
Good luck with everything.
Thanks a million.
You're welcome.
Such amazing performances by these songwriters. Oh, I just get goosebumps watching them. Well, I guess that wraps up another singer-songwriter show. We have a jam-packed episode coming your way next time, so make sure to come back and check it out. Until then, this is Megan Connor saying goodbye for MusicArtistForYou.com, a totally new way to